Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and this should be the final video in the series. I might make a video on how to publish, but that's pretty easy to do. But this should be the final video in the series in creating the game itself. All we need to do now is we need to add our end level goal here to the game. Basically, once we have picked up all of our collectibles, we want to be able to turn on the machine and then take us to the next level. So we have organized all of our batteries or our collectibles into a node here. We've tested to make sure. Actually, I want to adjust these two. Let me just adjust these so that I don't have to jump over this spike, but it's still there as a challenge. I also think I need to add a platform here. So let me go into my tile map. Let's go to tile map. Let's grab this right here and let's add one, let's say right about there. Okay, perfect. All right, so now I should be able to collect all of my collectibles and everything should be good. Perfect. Okay, we're going to create our end goal machine, and the process is the same as what we've done a couple times so far. We're going to create a new scene. We are going to make it area 2D as the root, because this is going to be an object that is static within my game and literally just waits until a condition is met to do anything. This actually won't even move, but it is going to have an animated sprite 2D. And you'll see why in just a minute. Animated sprite 2D. Okay, so let's rename this to goal. And let's save this into my objects folder. Goal, perfect. All right. So we have objects, battery, enemy, goal, player. Perfect. And we have a level 1 scene. Beautiful. Let's save everything. Save all scenes. We're on a roll. Okay. So we have our animated sprite 2D. Here's what we want to do. Let's go to animation and create new sprite frames. And let's do I'm going to rename this animation to off. Off. Okay. And let's select the end goal. And I only want one vertical and 2 horizontal. Okay. I'm going to select this first one here. And that's going to be the entire animation. Okay. Let's create another animation. We'll call it on. And we will select the other side. So 1 vertical, 2 horizontal, and we'll select this side. So now we can swap back and forth between it being on or off. Okay. And we'll have on set as our default. Okay. Let's create a collider. Collision shape 2D. Create. And let's give it a shape. New rectangle. And let's make it cover the front part of this. Now we want to make sure that we're not colliding with the wall or the floor, because we are going to use a signal to check whether or not we've bumped into this machine. So make sure you're not colliding with the wall or the floor. Alrighty. Let's create a script for this goal. And let's put it in the scripts folder. Okay, and create. So now what we're going to do is we need to think about what we want this goal to be. Well, first, let's fix that error that we were having in level 1. Let me remind you, if we were to play the game, and I were to pick up some batteries, right? So I have 4, and then I hit a spike and reset, notice that I still have 4 batteries. We don't want that. We want to reset the battery count whenever the game starts. So we can kind of use this new script as a way to do that. Basically what we can say is on ready, so func ready, so as soon as this end goal exists in the game, which will be whenever the game reloads itself, we'll say global.pickups equals 0. So now let's save all scenes and let's go to our level 1 and let's actually let's instantiate our goal here. And let's put it over in the corner. I want to make sure it's really nice and snug right up against there, and it looks great. Okay, so now our goal is there. So when we play our game, I'll pick up some batteries. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, look, I accidentally hit the spike, but it reset my batteries. So let's test it again. Boom, boom, boom. All right, good. So that bug is gone now. Perfect. Okay, now the other thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we need to set, you know what, and actually here, let's set the animated sprite 2D dot play. We'll set it to off so that when the game starts, our machine is off. And then we will check underscore process delta. We will just check to see if global.pickups equals 10. Then we're going to turn our machine on. So animated sprite 2D dot play on. All right, let's see. That should be it. That should be all we need. Let's save all scenes. Let's play our game. I'm going to maximize this. All right, so batteries are 0. Let's collect a bunch of batteries down here. Okay, I'm purposefully going to leave that battery there for now. Actually, no, let's go get it. So notice my machine is off right now. Still off. Okay. When I collect this final battery, my machine should turn on. If it does, then I know that we've done everything we're supposed to do. So let me go ahead and collect it. And it does. Look, now it's on. I still can't do anything with it, but at least it's turned on, and I know my battery counter is working. Okay. All right. So let's shift gears just a bit. Let's actually add a new scene, and this new scene is going to be our level select screen. So let's create a new scene here, and let's add a canvas layer as the root. And let's rename this to level select. Okay. And let's add a label. So new child node label. This is going to be a very simple level select screen. We'll put the label in the middle here. We'll make the text something like, lonely robot. Okay. Now, if you want to increase the size of your text, you can do that. Usually it's down, let's see. Is it theme overrides? fonts, maybe font sizes. There we go. So we can increase the size of the text, we can change the color, do all kinds of stuff. But I'm just going to leave that there. That's fine. And now we want to add a button. Let's add a new button. Beautiful. Button. And I'm going to name this button level 1. Okay. And let's put our level 1. Nope. Hold on. Let's zoom in here. Okay. This button's really tiny. Let's make it nice and big so we can move it easier. Okay. We'll call it level 1 and rename it here level 1. And again, with the text, you can change the theme override, font size, and make it as big as you want it to be. Sounds good. Alrighty. Let's do the same thing. Let's actually duplicate this one. Push it over here. Change the text to level 2. And then in this disabled option, click it to disabled. That will make it so that it's turned off and we can't actually use the button yet. Okay. Let's select our level 1 and let's add a script to our script folder. All right, good, good, good. Level 1, beautiful, create. And let's delete all this. Okay. Now, the nice thing about buttons is they have a signal called, they have a signal called pressed. Basically what that means is anytime your button is pressed, it's going to do something. It's going to do whatever code is inside here. And the easy thing for us is just to say get underscore tree dot change scene to file, and then we find our scene 1. So for me, the entire path is change scene to file, res colon / scenes / level underscore 1.tscn. That means whenever I press that button, it's going to actually take me to level 1. Let me go to my project settings really quickly and make sure that this scene, oh, I may not have saved it yet. Yeah, let me save everything. Let's save scene as, and we'll actually put this in our scenes folder along with our level 1. So level select and level 1. Let's save everything. Nope, not save scene as, sorry. Save all scenes. I'm here, I exist. Okay. Beautiful. Now we can go to our project settings. And inside project settings, let's go to general. And under application / run, we're going to set our main scene to be this level select scene. Open. Okay, so now whenever I hit this play button, not the play scene, but play button, it'll open the level select screen. And when I click level 1, it'll take me to level 1. Oh my gosh, that's so great. That's so great. It worked. Okay, so now we have a level select scene created. Let's figure out how to turn on level 2. Okay, because you guys are going to build level 2 and you're going to want this button to turn on if you've beaten level 1. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is we're going to handle that within our global script. Inside of our global script, let's create a new variable called level 1 beaten. Basically, and just set it to false. Basically, it's just going to be a variable that checks to see if we've beaten level 1. Okay. Then inside of our goal script, let's add a function that checks whenever the body is entered of this goal, right? Remember our goal down here. We want to check to see whenever something enters this body. And we want to check to see if, once that happens, we want to check to see if the amount of pickups that you've collected equals the amount of pickups that you're looking for. But we also want to check to see if we're on level 1 as well. So let's do that. So let's do body entered. Oh, not player. Sorry, I connected it to player and I shouldn't have. I was going too quickly. Let's disconnect right there. All right, let's go back to not level select. Let's save everything. Let's go back to our script here. Our goal script. There we go. And let's go back to nodes. Let's select our goal again. All right, body entered. But I don't want to select player. I want to select the goal itself. Okay, there we go. So that way the function's inside the goal script. All right, whenever anything enters into this body, we want to check to see if we're on the same level. So we can say if get underscore tree dot current underscore scene dot name equals, and we'll have to name it exactly, level 1. So if the name of the scene we're currently on is level 1, then we're going to check if global.pickups equals 10, because I have 10 in my level. Then global.level1beaten equals true. Then we want to go to level 2. So get underscore tree. Now I don't have a level 2 yet, so I'm going to just do mine. I'm going to just go to my level select screen. Okay, so let's go through that because that was a lot that we just did. So this function checks to see if anything entered the body or the collider of the object. If something does, then we're going to check to see if we are in level 1. We're going to check the name of the level we're in. If the name of the level we're in is level 1, then we're going to check if global pickups equals 10. If it does, then we're going to set that level 1 beaten to true instead of false, and we will change back to the level select screen. For you, you can have this go straight to level 2 if you'd like. I don't have a level 2. The other thing here is if we're not at level 1, you can create an else and then check if global.pickups equals however many pickups you have for level 2. Maybe it's 20. And then, you can have another variable called global level 2 beaten, right? So this is a way that you can handle your level select within your end goal. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so let's save everything. Save all my scenes. Let's go ahead and play the game. All right, level 2 is, I can't select level 2 yet. Let's go beat level 1. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. Half the batteries have been collected now. All right. That didn't turn on. Let's figure out why. Oh, we need to create a script for the level 2 button. That's why. So select your level 2 in your asset library, or in your level select scene. I was looking at asset library for some reason. Anyway, select your level 2 object and add a script to it. Let's make sure that script goes into our script folder. Okay. And then inside of this, all we have to do is basically func process delta if global dot level 1 beaten equals true, then set disabled to false, meaning we won't be disabled anymore. Let's see what's going on here. Identifier, oh, I spelled global incorrectly. There we go. Global level 1 beaten true. Save all scenes. Now let's test the game and see if we can turn on that level 2 button. All right. Oh, oof. I almost lost. Batteries. Oh, let's go up there and get that one first. Oof. Oh, no. So one thing that we could program into our movement here is something called coyote time, meaning that there's like a millisecond after you leave a platform where you can still jump. It's based on the old Wile E. Coyote cartoons where he would walk off a ledge and he wouldn't notice, or he could still keep walking in midair until he notices. It's a thing that's in many of the first-person, or not first-person shooters, but platformers that you play, and it kind of feels natural. But we didn't get into that concept in this project. But it's something you may want to add if you want to make one of these a little bit more advanced. All right, let's beat the game. And hey, look, level 2 turned on. Now I could program in here where I want to go once I create a level 2. Inside the script, I can do the same thing I did in my level 1 script where it says on pressed. We change our scene to whatever. Yeah. So at this point, let me check my time real quick. We're at about 22 minutes. Okay, here's what we can do. Right now, you have a functioning level 1. You have a level select screen with buttons that turn on and off. You have a functioning level 1. Everything that you need to do to build this into a full game with multiple levels and everything else, we've covered it. You have a global script where you can store specific variables, whether or not you've beaten certain levels, so on and so forth. You can just create a new level with a tile map and draw the new level. You can add enemies to it, which we've already built. You can add a player to it, which we've already built. You can add goals and collectibles and all those things, which again, we've already built, so it won't take very long to add new levels to this. But there are some things you're going to need to think about whenever you're trying to make everything work properly. Specifically, this goal down here, as we talked about in the script, this goal down here checks specifically to see if we're in level 1. Well, let's say you're making 5 levels. Well, you might want to check for level 1, check for level 2, check for level 3, right? So you're going to recreate this if statement or this set of logic here for every level that you're creating. That's some more programming you have to do. But again, it's all there for you. You don't have to recreate the wheel. Same thing here with our global script. We only have level 1 beaten false. We can change that where we can make a new variable called level 2 beaten, level 3 beaten, level 4, right? Which can help you in your level select screen. You can add as many buttons as you want and you just turn them off. You set them to disabled until that beaten variable is changed to true. And using those concepts, you can create an entire game with a level select screen. I mean, you could even, here's another challenge. You could have a button up here that says exit, that when you click on it, it takes you back to the level select screen if you want to. That's an idea. I taught you how to use buttons in this game. We already have a heads up display. You could just add a button to the heads up display and program that button to go to the level select screen if you want to. There's all kinds of ways you can modify this and change it. You can even do things that I haven't taught you how to do yet. Things like add sound effects, add music. I haven't taught that to you. You can go find how to do that stuff pretty easily. Or maybe if you just start kind of dinking around in the node menu, you can start kind of looking for what you might want to find. Let's clear out the search. Let's see, is there anything in here that seems like it might be audio? Ooh, audio stream player? Maybe not. I don't know. Play around with it and figure out if that's what you want. If not, maybe it's inside here. Start poking around at the nodes that are available and see what they do. Okay? So there's all kinds of stuff you can do to this project. There's all kinds of ways you can expand it. What I want you to do at least is I at least want you to build a second level. I want you to put your player in it, your collectibles, your enemies, an end goal, and I want it to work when I beat level 1. Okay, so that is the bare minimum that I want you to do to expand on this level. When you're done with that, then we will talk about how to publish your game. Alrighty, see you guys next time, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.